And now a little bit about the course. This course examines how design and development of instruction are impacted by the use of the computer as a delivery system. A primary focus is on effective learning design strategies for computer-mediated instruction. Learners will identify and apply effective design with emphasis on project management, planning, and implementation issues. Education or training materials will be displayed using appropriate tools as determined by the instructional context. The course has three objectives. The first one is that you understand and demonstrate sound design processes for e-learning, that you understand and implement instructional and learning theory relevant to creating effective e-learning, that you design and develop and evaluate an effective e-learning product. For the readings in this book, we're going to have E-Learning by Design by William Horton. But we're also going to have additional readings, some of which are required, some are optional, and they will be listed on the course website. If you go to the Getting Started link and visit course syllabus and schedule, and also on the readings link on the course website. Now, a little bit of description about this book. This really is a very thick book, but it is very easy to read because the author has incorporated the use of headings and also a lot of diagrams throughout the textbook. The other advantage of this book is that it shows examples of what the author is explaining at any given time, and it indicates what technology was used to develop the examples. And I wanted to share with you some suggestions that I've found that have helped a lot in making progress through a reading intensive course. So if you have access to screen readers, so for example, I'm more familiar with VoiceOver on the iPhone iOS platform. I've tried to find similar products on the Android, haven't been successful, but you can search for these. So the screen readers will help you because, say for example, while you're driving, if you're sometimes you're going through, you're not necessarily using that time to relax, you're listening to something, well, you might as well listen to something that will help you make progress in your reading. So when you're using a screen reader, know your commands. Familiarize with the chapters so you see the structures and visuals. Do this in advance. The screen readers do not interpret visuals very well. That's one of the disadvantages. And also prepare the reading before getting behind the wheel. And this is really, if you get on that seat, you have a lot of commuting time and you don't use it for something more fun than that. Some of the disadvantages, you are going to be reading as if you were listening to a radio talk show or news where you're trying to engage with the news as well. So it isn't like you're sitting on a library with all your attention focused on the reading. I have found that even in these circumstances, it helps me make progress in the reading. Of course, you're going to be daydreaming just like if you were reading a book. If you're sitting there, your mind is full of different things, you will daydream as well listening to a book. The screen readers will only work if the document is formatted appropriately, and this includes the language setting in the program. So if you have access to determining what the language is being set, if the document has been set properly as a text document, then you will be able to use it. Last but not least, there's difficulty understanding tables. So one of the things that the screen readers won't do very well is reading tables, especially if they have lots of numbers and statistics.